We're going to make it in the nick of time.
Load up your batteries.
Sir.
Gotta find you some shade.
How you?
Trying to.
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Test. Test.
Sound check. Sound check. Test 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, folks, we are getting underway here at the Chambers Academy Baseball Complex on this beautiful Friday afternoon for a first-round matchup between the Chambers Academy Rebels and the Hooper Colts.
And Chet, I guess you could say this was just in the nick of time. Is that how you would put this?
Absolutely. Up and running in less than 5 minutes. Hot shot out there to short, and tough hop there against Yerta. And Slade Russell trots into first there. Here in the top of the first, just getting underway. Here in the first round of the playoffs between the Chambers Academy Rebels and the Hooper Colts.
Tough hop there on that ground ball, sharply hit. First base runner on. Folks, we are in a little bit different camera location today, trying to see if this will help us with our audio skips. We're trying to be a little bit closer to the camera. Seemed to work last week at the softball game, so maybe we'll have the same thing today.
Russell takes off, and he is in there safely.
Stolen base on the throw.
Sid, you have the starters for the Rebels?
I do, Chet. I do not, as a matter of fact. Yeah, we're going to get that.
Okay.
We were just a touch behind it. We will get that at the inning break.
Hand is on the mound, the senior for the Rebels. High pop up just this way.
Watch your head, Chet.
Off the light pole and back into the field of play. Great defensive play there by the light pole.
I saw you were tracking that all the way.
Hey, I had that one.
I just didn't want it to bounce off the concession stand and hit us in the back.
Runner on second for the Colts. No outs here, just getting underway in the top of the first. Hand delivers. A little bit high for a ball.
First round playoff today here at Chambers Academy's baseball complex versus the Hooper Colts. Scoreboard's a little behind. I think it's 2-1, Chad. Is that the count?
Griggs takes that one for a ball. Hand checks the runner. delivers high for ball 4.
Okay, that was ball 4. A little bit of a slow start here for the home team.
So Russell is on second and Griggs is on first for the Colts, and now up to the plate is Sam Moss. Moss is the catcher for the Colts.
Bunt attempt foul, first strike.
Thanks, guys. So, yeah, now, hey, just move it this way, put people can walk between there. There you go. Good.
Thank you.
Bunt down the first base line. Hand looks towards second and gets the
Got
force
him.
down at second, but Russell advances over to third. So runners on the corner now for the Colts with 1 out.
Took a strong throw to get the runner going down to second base, and it was a bang-bang play, but 1 out. Runners on the corners.
One out. One away. One away.
Eli guns it down to second and cut off by hand to try to catch that runner advancing home, but nothing happening out there. So now runners at second and third for the Colts with 1 out now.
May have been just a little bit of a lure play, trying to see if the runner would break at third base. Did
Up
not.
now for the Colts is Ron McGinty. He has a road named after him here. Takes a big cut, comes up with nothing. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on McGinty. Shot foul over there. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to McGinty.
Kyle working hard to get out of this jam here.
Another one push foul.
I think this ground ball actually off his foot. We have another tough angle, but I think that ball was inside the foul line, just off his foot.
McGinty comes up with nothing on that one for the second out here in the top of the first.
Big strikeout there by Kyle Hand. Gives us a chance to get out of this inning without giving up a run.
Go, catch the ball in the air.
Now up for the Colts is Ellis Fleming. Fleming is the center fielder. That pitch was low for a ball. Push back towards the fence. 1-1 count now to Fleming. Colts have runners at second and third with 2 outs now. Hand is set. Brings that one up for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Ellis Fleming. Chops that one foul.
Kyle Hand working hard, trying to get out of this inning. Ball, 2 strikes here.
Hand delivers that one high for a ball. Sid, something we noticed here early in the first is Hands getting behind in the counts and running some big pitch counts for each batter.
True.
That was hit the batter, and he will take his base. So the bases are now loaded for number 21, Lucas Spellman.
2 outs there.
Spellman is the left fielder for the Colts. Tall, rangy fella. Looks like he's coming in at about 6'3". Just a bit outside for a ball.
Ball was
Hot
off a
shot
hand.
up to second and easily
play.
handled by Cole Baker over to Haley for the third out of the inning here. So the Colts leave 3 on. Nothing happened in the top of the first. We're going to the bottom.
Chad, that was a really nice play there. That ball kind of stung Kyle Hand coming out of the batter's box, went straight to Cole Baker, who picked it up quickly and made a good throw. Might have gotten Kyle there on the arm, not really sure. Big defensive inning there for the Rebels to lead us off.
Sid, I hope we're digging the angle here of the camera today.
I like it.
I've checked on it a couple of times. We got a pretty good range of short outfield in left and right all the way back to home plate. So pretty good viewing plane there for everybody at home.
There you go, buddy. There's our lineup card that I've been furiously scrambling trying to get on the scorecard.
That's all right.
Well, big pitching effort, good fielding effort to get us out of that tough start in the first inning. So see if the Rebels can come back and put some runs on the board.
Coming up for the Rebels in the bottom of the first, you'll have Yurda, Landon Hand, and Luke Tarver. First 3 up. Sid, the only thing missing is we're not close to the leadoff circle.
That is correct.
They're going to miss our words of wisdom to them.
But we may miss it. I'm not sure they will miss that. That might be a break for the home team.
Yeah. They'll probably be glad we moved.
Well, except for the chain link view, this is a nice spot to be here just off of first base. And like you said earlier, it does remind us of our softball experiences last year where we got a great view of the action on the field. So we'll just see how this works out.
And we're very close to the concession stand in case the mood arises.
I can almost touch the door. High clouds, but a beautiful day. I would guess it's probably pushing the 80s by now.
Yeah, just a little bit of humidity out there, but beautiful spring day here in East Alabama. And you couldn't top it off more than with a high school game. It's baseball here, first round.
And we're going to play 2 here today, and I think if there's a split, we go to Hooper tomorrow.
That is correct, Sid. So both teams will be looking to get this one in the books today.
I believe that was a call strike, Chad. Ball bounced away.
Yurda hits this one down the third base line, but foul.
Quickly in the hole, 0-2. You're gonna have to put the big eye on it here, be a hitter.
And that ball rolled all the way out to the left field post out there. Now the left fielder is gonna have to trot over there and pick it up.
Ball's in fair territory. And now we're cleared off.
in the dirt for a ball to Yurda.
Ball skips back.
Gets behind the catcher there.
Looks like we're at 2-2 here. Nobody out. Just a touch of breeze.
Yurda steps out, didn't like what he saw.
Boy, good eye.
Full count to Yurda. And he takes that one for a ball. So the first base runner of the afternoon for the Rebels is on. Yurda draws a walk.
Peyton did a nice job. That was a knee-high fastball just off the plate. He really had the idea of taking a swing, but held up, picked up the walk. First
Now up
base
for the
runner.
Rebels, excuse me, Sid.
Sorry, buddy.
Landon Hand. That was high for a ball. Average lead for Yurda over at first. Landon takes that one for a ball.
Ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes.
That was in the dirt and gets loose from the catcher, and Yurda will advance easily down to second.
Yeah. That would be a wild pitch. Bounced up the catcher's shin guard all the way back to the mound. 3 balls, no strikes.
Four balls equals a walk, Mr. Mickle.
Yes, sir.
So 2 walks here to start off the bottom of the first for the Rebels, and now up to bat is the third baseman, number 5, Luke Tarver. Gonna have a quick meeting out here on the mound with the Colts pitching staff and infield.
Kind
So
of
we need to give a big thanks to all the parents and folks that
Oh,
helped make
absolutely.
this ballpark the way it is today. It's a lot of work gone down here for the past couple of years, and a lot of folks have dug deep and worked hard down here, and a big thanks goes out to them and all the ones that work on game day, concession stand, and everything else. Big thank you.
Absolutely. And following this team and showing up, 2 o'clock start on a Friday afternoon. We have a good crowd. A lot of support here from the CA family. See, Drew Shepard has moved to the on-deck circle, Chet.
Bunt laid down the third base line and going over to
Safe.
first, and Luke hustles it out.
Nice job there by Luke.
Turned the Jets on coming up first. Legged out that single there. So now up to bat for Rebels is number 13, Shepard.
I tell you, it was a really nice bunt. Just, a running start on the bunt, pushed up third base line and turned it on. So the bases were full. Drew Shepard with really good power here, Chet. tough situation for the Hooper pitcher.
Russell is having trouble finding a strike zone here this afternoon. And there he goes. He finds the corner on the outside.
Just got that outside corner.
So 2 balls and 1 strike now to Drew Shepard with the bases loaded here.
Big cut. This would be a big out for the Colts here. Big power.
Saying that's a foul ball, may went off the end of the bat there, Shepard.
Kind of caught Drew in between there. I think he was thinking of cutting it and tried to hold back and just nicked it foul down the first base line. Another foul back. The breeze is blowing out, Chet, kind of first base to dead center.
Took that one right at the knees for a strike 3. So the first out of the afternoon for Slade Russell is on a K.
That's a big pitch. Get the first out against a real power hitter.
And now up for the Rebels is the starting pitcher, Kyle Hand.
One of our seniors.
Chases the catcher over to the far side just to get a hold of that one.
Yeah, the control is a little off here by Russell Slade.
Bases loaded, 1 out here. Pitch is in the dirt. Ball 2.
We've had that constant conversation about leaving runners on base.
Russell delivers. Low pitch there, called a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike now.
Got the low strike. Call. This would be a big out too.
Big rip into left center, and that's going to the fence out there. That's going to score.
Missed it, got away from the center fielder. Kyle Hand's going to be into a
Kyle's going to be a stand-up triple.
How about that?
Big blast by senior Kyle Hand to bring in 3 here in the bottom of the first.
Well, Chet, the shot off the arm, that line drive in the bottom of the top of the first didn't hurt his swing at all. Kyle showed really good speed there, never broke stride as the ball hopped away from the center fielder in the gap.
Good heads-up base run, looking at the coaches for the calls. Now the infield moves in here.
Big lead.
Wharton takes that one at the knees for a strike.
At the pitch, Kyle's almost halfway down the third baseline. Big swing.
Wharton digs in with 1 on third base. Outside for a ball. High.
That's going to be just out.
Right on top of the batting cage, concession stand area.
Count's going to hold at 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out, buddy.
Russell checks the runner.
Another K.
Takes that one right at the knee for a strike three. So 2 strikeouts here in the bottom of the first for Slade Russell. Now up to bat for the Rebels is number 17, Jonathan Caulfield. Quick pickoff play over to third.
John's our DH today. Ripped. Another
Rips it into right
single.
field for a single and bring home Kyle Hand for another run here in the bottom of the first.
Chet, we've seen Jonathan Caulfield do a lot of damage with the bat in the last 2 games that we've watched. One after the first pitch and sharp single, driving in a run.
Now up for the Rebels is first baseman Haley. A little bit low for a ball. You need some money? Another ball there to Haley. Haley took that one for a strike. Pitch was low for a ball, and Haley draws a walk, and now up for the Rebels.
With that overriding sound there, Chad, I'm reminded of something my dad used to say all the time. If your truck sounds like that, get it fixed. But anyway.
Up for the Rebels now is number 22, Sam Smith.
We saw Sam do a nice job with the bat in our last outing here that covered by Chambers Academy Sports Live. Good aggressive cut. Fouls it off, ball and a strike with 2 outs.
Runners on first and second with 2 outs for Sam Smith here in the bottom of the first. Rebels are up 4-0. Just a little bit outside for a ball.
Throw back to second. Caulfield's in safely. Everybody's taking safe leads. Smacked.
A rip into center is going to score at least 1.
Well, too sharply hit.
Oh, sorry.
That ball was really ripped to the center fielder. One hopper and he got it back in. Hit the cutoff man quickly. Throw back to second. Caulfield's in safely. Everybody's taking safe leads.
A rip into center is going to score at least 1.
Chet, we're going to have a change here in the pitching from Hooper. Number 13 will be stepping in here. I believe that's Jeremy Grill.
Yeah, Griggs.
Is it Griggs? Sorry.
It's okay.
I can't even read my own writing here. Apologize to Jeremy. Jeremy Griggs, number 13, on the mound now.
Griggs started at short.
We'll just have to see where Slade, if he is out of the game or rotates into a field position. Crowd is filling in, Chet. We got people enjoying the sun here on the grass bank behind the first base path. Really nice afternoon for baseball.
Yeah, the Lady Rebel varsity softball team gets in action Monday, 2 o'clock down here at Chambers Academy Baseball Softball Complex. Still working on a name for that.
I was about to ask if
It's a
you
little choppy when we say that.
if you've resolved that, but
Nah, not yet. So excuse me on that call last at bat there for Sam Smith. I spoke too soon, thought we were going to have a run score, but didn't. Caulfield is over at third.
Slade is going to move to shortstop there, Chet.
Okay. And the bases are loaded now.
Two outs.
Ripped into left field,
That's
going
deep.
against the fence, and that
That's
is
outta here.
gone. Huge grand slam.
Peyton Yerta goes grand slam here.
Huge bottom of the first, back at the top of the order. Yerta takes it yard here. Take the lead out for the Rebels. 8-0 now against the Colts here in the bottom of the first.
Second pitch, base clearing grand slam. That's a pretty good start.
Left fielder thought he had some more room out there, but just ran out of real estate.
Well,
up
that ball
against that
carried,
fence.
carried real well. It's got a little bit of breeze going that direction, so no help from the wind. Big blast there by Yerta. Second at bat of the inning for Landon here, Chet.
Landon takes that one into the screen for, what's the count now? High and inside there to Landon. Shot off the third baseman's glove, and that is fair. And Landon's hustling into second for a double.
Another big hit there by Landon Hand. Just scorched it down the third baseline.
Now up for the Rebels, third baseman Luke Tarver.
Hit by pitch.
Looks like Griggs tried to take something off of that one and lost control of it and hit Tarver. So runners at first and second now for Drew Shepard.
Well, this inning just continues. An 8-run first and base runners.
Shepard got caught looking last at bat.
Swing and a miss on a good fastball there by Drew.
Pitch is low for a ball. One count, 2 outs here. The runners advance on a pass ball down to second and third respectively.
Now you pick up 2 with just a single if Drew can square up on one here.
Big cut there by Shepard, nothing happening. 2-2 count. And Shepard goes down swinging to end the bottom of the first, but not after the Rebels put on 8 to lead the Hooper Colts going to the top of the second, 8-0.
13 came to bat in that bottom of the first. Really tough inning. Chad, we sure saw the Rebels get on top of the ball here and just blast away. Everything was hit hard. Kyle Hand is back out on the mound. It's not impacted by that line drive at all off the body. Not sure if that got his glove hand, glove arm, or what there.
I don't know, Sid. I didn't see it get a good angle on it.
Well, it was. It came back pretty quick. I didn't get a good look at it either.
Shepard is in right, Landon Hands in center, Sam Smith is in left, Tarver's at third, Mr. Grand Slam, here it is at short. Cole Baker at second, and Haley is anchoring first behind the plate. Eli Vernon.
Well, I saw Eli Vernon obviously this week at the prom walkout, and I thought of that. I wasn't sure you're gonna throw me under the bus, but
No.
I love doing that. I kid Eli Wharton about calling him Eli Vernon all the time.
Yeah. Good sport with that.
It was nice to see everybody. We had a lot of folks we hadn't seen in a while at the prom lead out last Friday night. Nice to see you and Christy there.
Yes. Enjoyable evening. That is ripped foul down the
off 2
McGinty
cars.
Drive and off. Is that a 300 over there it went off of?
It really got the close white car and the far gray car. Strike, good pitch.
I should bring my mobile glass replacement team over. Shot down the third base line, but foul.
Well, Chad, I parked the new team mascot vehicle up the hill just so we didn't have to worry about these foul balls.
I see, exactly. Good call, good call. That's a valuable investment you have there.
I hope it turns out to be valuable.
Sid, this angle I think is I've been checking the camera. It's pretty much the best view we've had so far. If you think of something differently, let us know. See if we can work with it. But this looks like the angle we will be using.
Well, one of the things that's really nice is it's almost like we've got a private box over here, Chet, with this corner. And yeah, everyone, if you have an opinion about the setup here, we always want you to call in or text in. Let us know if the sound's good, if the picture's good.
You can always fax in if you want to.
The only thing that's bothering me is the wind as our camera sits on this plywood box.
Oh, it's a good sale. Good sale. We'll see how it goes. So 1 out here in the top of the second.
Oh, hit by pitch.
One thing we're going to have to do is ask the first base coaches to move.
Yeah, it's it is the one thing that is not good about our.
Yes. And maybe that should take some moving up or down this fence here. We'll kind of work with it as we continue to improve this. But that was number 28, Caleb Jackson, taking that one in the back. And a quick throw over by hand to keep the runner honest over there at first. Another quick move.
Yeah, Callahan comes over pretty fast with that move.
Number 22, Hunter Cussy, stands at the plate patiently. There he gets the first pitch into the dirt.
And just so you know, I had Cusby. So I'm
Cusby.
not sure, Chet. I may have written that down wrong. I may have read it wrong. So we apologize if we're making a mistake there.
Yeah, it could be Cussby. That is a B.
Foul back off of something back there.
The old carbon paper is not doing me justice
Yeah, it's
today.
it makes it a little tougher.
Big swing, nothing happening though.
Ball, 2 strikes.
Double play would play right into the Rebels' game plan right now.
Oh, awfully good pitch there.
I think that curve kind of caught the batter and the umpire
And
by
again,
surprise.
you know, we have a different angle, so it's just the way the catcher framed that and didn't move the gloves, deceiving.
Chops that one foul. Cussby staying alive up there.
I think Eli left that glove up there just a hair because he thought it was a fairly good pitch too.
Even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Ooh, over the head of the
we got
batter
away.
and stuck back in the netting, so the runner will advance down to second while they fish that one out.
Yeah, that one just purely got away. Moves the count full though.
Cussby takes that one for a ball, and he will take a trot down first. So the Colts have runners at first and second, 1 out here.
Well, the Colts have had base runners so far, just have not capitalized on the base
They
runners.
left 3 on last inning, correct?
Yep.
Looks like we got number 3, Slade Russell, who started off pitching for the Colts and has switched over to shortstop now. Big cut there.
Quickly in the hole, 0-2. Oh, another hit by pitch.
2 hit batters so far this inning. Now the bases are loaded with 1 out for number 13, Jeremy Griggs, the pitcher now.
Well, Chet, I was about to say that would be a big strike out there to get the second out with runners at first and second, but it didn't go our way, and the bases are loaded with 1 out.
Shot over to third, going home for the force, and gets the force
play.
at home. So 2 outs now, bases loaded. Good play by Tarver over there at third to get the lead runner going home.
We've seen a good job by Luke Tarver in our last 2 games here, throwing some leather at the offensive hitters and just doing a good job. Eli doing a good job taking the plate, taking the force.
Sam Moss now up for the Hooper Colts.
Sharply
Shot
hit.
over to
Base hit.
center, and that's going to score 2. Colts plays coming in, and oh, actually they pulled him back there.
He
Good
would
throw there by hand.
Might have been dead coming in there on that throw because Landon Hand got rid of it in a hurry. Good aggressive approach to that ball, caught it in stride, and just turned the throw into home plate.
He was over halfway down the line going to home and turned around. So 1 run scores on that. Still 2 outs now.
Excellent defensive play to hold him to 1 run here.
First pitch taken for a strike. That's to Ron McGinty.
Ooh, quickly in the hole.
Pop up going behind the
Just
plate.
out of play.
A souvenir for one of our lucky fans.
Still 0-2.
See, we could use some hot dogs right now.
You were saying it's just a touch humid? That sun's kind of making me feel like it might be a little bit more than a touch.
Just trying to be nice.
Positive. Ooh,
Over the head of the batter, McGinty. Ball gets by Eli Wharton, but everybody stays where they're at. Good movement by Eli to get off of his heels there and dig in and locate that ball quickly.
count moves to 2-2. Kyle's having a little bit of a struggle here in the top of the second.
High pop up going down the third base line, and that's going to be, is that over in the drink over there?
It's just outside the fence there, the left field sideline fence.
Let's go, Kyle. Got 2.
Let's make a ball right here.
Another pop up going down the third base line.
Close to the same spot.
Two count now to McGinty. Another one foul.
Wearing the third base line out here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, Chet.
Ooh. Hits McGinty, and that will bring 1 run home to make it 8-2 now. That's 3 hit batters by hand so far here in the top of the second.
Very unusual. Third hit by a pitch and puts a second run on the board and leaves the bases full. Kyle's just struggling with his control. He has not had his typical precision today. I don't know if that hit by the line drive had any effect, but he just has not looked as sharp coming out here in the second.
And the conversation is over on the mound with Coach Dillon. Hopefully we'll have some time this game or maybe going into the second game just to get a brief word from him about how the team's positioning for the playoffs so far and what the road looks like ahead.
Yeah, we had hoped to do that just before today's game start, but ran out of time. We'll do that later. Coach Dillon's always Very helpful, always willing to work with us, and we sure appreciate that from him.
Hand is set and ready to deliver with the bases loaded. 2 outs here, top of the second. Into the dirt there for a ball.
Potential for a big breakout inning here for the Hooper Colts. Bases loaded.
Another pitch into the dirt. No enthusiasm whatsoever on the Rebel side here.
Yeah, Kyle's struggling a little bit with his control. Just got to bear down here.
Chops that one down the third base line as well. Two balls, 1 strike count. And
Ball's behind the hitter. Just ducked under at 3-1 here, Chet. Have no room.
Ellis Fleming, is took that one for a ball and walking home another runner.
And quickly, it's 8-3 here in the top of the second.
Now up for the Colts is Lucas Spellman, number 21. Left fielder for the Colts. He punches that one down the third base line, gathered up easily by Tarver.
Good job by Tarver
and
there.
Gets the out at first, but not after the Colts score 3 to make the score. Rebels 8, Colts 3 as we go to the bottom of the second.
Another really good play there by Luke Tarver to handle that ground ball. Not kick it around, just make a good throw. Get the third out, get out of the inning. Hooper has had a lot of base runners already as well, and they capitalized this inning for 3.
Did they leave 3 on as well?
Bases were full.
Yep.
So we've seen a little bit of everything again here, Chet. Like to see these CA bats get hot again here and pick up some runs. We saw an exciting game last week at the ladies softball field, didn't we, Chet?
Oh, yeah.
They come from behind, win, bottom of the 6th, I think, win, bottom of the 7th, maybe. Game was tied and pulled out the win. So it was an exciting afternoon, big win for the Lady Rebels.
Hey, we got to give props to the junior varsity softball team. They went down to Lowndes this past weekend and played in a tournament down there. Came in 4th out of about, I think it was a 13 team, something like that.
I saw some posts over the weekend on Facebook. They did a nice job.
Yeah, they congratulations to them, finishing the season strong, and the outlook looks good for them. Congratulations to Coach Patterson and her staff for getting those girls working hard this year and coming in with a winning record, Sid, 12-9.
It's really nice thinking about that talent coming up. It's just going to be a big improvement. It's going to be helpful, and you love to see that kind of play from our younger athletes.
Now up for the Rebels is the pitcher, 00, Kyle Hand.
But they should.
Takes that one for a strike from the pitcher, Jeremy Griggs. He's out there after the quick change there in the first from Slade Russell. Another take for a strike. Behind the count, no balls, 2 strikes.
Griggs was greeted with a grand slam on his second pitch in the last inning.
Kyle
Waited
gets a
on
hold
it.
of that one, pushes it into short center.
Good running
And
catch.
good running catch out there by the center fielder for the first out here in the bottom of the second. Now up for the Rebels, the catcher, number 21, Eli Wharton.
Well, we saw Kyle with a stand-up triple, cleared the bases in the first. That ball just held up a little too long. Center fielder made a good running catch. Ripped.
Big rip into left field.
It's going to get down.
Going to easily be a single there for Eli.
That ball's hit right on the button. Eli with his first base hit of the afternoon. Single and a strikeout so far here in the second.
Number 24, Belcher, comes into pinch run for Eli. And number 17, Jonathan Caulfield, is now up for the Rebels.
So
Last
John-
at bat, he had a big single.
We saw John take an aggressive cut early, didn't we?
High pitch, and Belcher is in there easily to advance down to second.
Throw was a little off. Belcher standing going in.
In the dirt to Caulfield.
Slow
Outside
curve.
for a ball.
That ball just hung up, never broke back over the plate. 3-0, Chet.
Pushes Caulfield off the plate, and he draws a walk. So runners at first and second now for Haley.
Gray Haley
One
walked
out here.
in his first at bat.
Pardon?
He walked in his first at bat.
Haley's due. Gets a massive cut on that one. He was looking for the fences there.
Yeah, good strong cut. Good
Takes
pitch.
that one for a strike.
In the hole 0-2, I believe, really quickly here.
Yes, it is. In the dirt for a ball.
Hey, hey guys, if y'all, if school's out, if y'all need a ride, they're up there.
Griggs checks that runner at second. Shot down the third base line, but
Just outside the third base bag. Shortstop's got to run at this. It's trouble.
yeah, it falls in there.
Probably the play was at second there, Chet.
Uh-huh.
I just don't think the center fielder picked that up. I think Belcher was in all day. Bases are loaded here. We'll seeing eye single. Nice piece of hitting there by Gray Haley.
Gonna have a meeting here, the minds out here. Where did that ball land at?
The
Was it in the outfield?
just over the shortstop, yeah. That ball, if he's questioning infield fly rule, that was definitely too deep in the outfield. I don't know what the conference is
Rebels
about.
are up by 5, correction. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. Bases are loaded. Ball gets loose and big kickback there
Yeah.
from the pads behind home plate, so runners were not advancing on that one.
Well, you see the benefit of that real short distance backstop, and the pad kicked it right back to the catcher. Big at bat here.
Big rip
Wow.
into left, and gonna tag up. And one runner's gonna slide in there easily.
Nice job by Sam Smith picking up the sacrifice there.
And that was Belcher, who comes across the plate for the run.
An RBI. Throw back to second, not accomplished much.
Two outs, runners at first and second. And we are back to the top of the batting order with Yurda.
As we've said, Yurda went deep, grand slam in his last at bat.
I think you'd take a 3-run shot now if you.
I think you take a single if you can get it.
Shot into left field and easily handled by the left fielder over there for the Colts. But as we go to the top of the third, the Rebels are up 9-3 against the Hooper Colts.
You know, Yurda waited on that pitch. I think it was a breaking ball. Had a good swing at it, didn't have a full swing, and that ball carried to the left fielder. Didn't have to come in at all. So he has good bat control today. Getting a lot on the ball. Nice to see the Rebels pick up at least 1 run from that.
Your
3-run.
analysis of the wind has been spot on this afternoon.
Well, it's because it's so hot. I need to know where the wind is coming there, Chet. And we're going to have a pitching change just for your information. Cole Baker's going to go in.
Senior Cole Baker is now in pitching. The outfield still remains the same, it looks like.
I think Landon's going to move to second, and I think Kyle is going to move to center, it
Yep.
looks like. Yeah, I think that's where we'll switch them.
last name stayed the same.
Excellent call and great analysis there. It's right?
Yeah, hey.
You're exactly right.
It's 50% right. Take your wins whenever you can get them.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, we've seen a lot of baseball action here, Chad. It feels like we've been playing for about 4 hours. We're in the top of the third.
Yeah. Maybe we should get some in-between innings activities, you know, like chase the hot dog. Or,
Yeah, that would be, or have a flash, have
Yeah.
the flash guy run.
Yeah.
Get somebody from the grandstands to come in and outrun the flash.
Yeah.
We could have Norgard. Jacob Norgard could dress up in the flash costume and outrun everyone if they started 20 yards from the finish.
There you go. That could be something for next year.
There you go. It was good to see Jacob, by the way, last Friday night. I spent just a couple minutes talking to him at the prom lead out. Good to see him.
There was a lot of kids there at that prom. I was glad to see that happening. The attendance was pretty good.
Boy, the third baseline has just been worn out with foul balls today.
Yeah. Must be the magnets under third base. Pop up down the first base line and right into your living room.
Great,
With
Haley.
Haley getting the first out here in the top of the third.
That ball kind of hung up too.
Cole gets 2 strikes quickly there.
Is that Caleb Jackson? Is that 28 there at bat, Chet?
I think so.
Yep, I believe it is.
Yep. Gets Jackson swinging there.
Two quick outs here. We saw Cole Baker come in and do the same thing last week.
Yeah, he's not gonna. He does have a little bit of speed, but he's gonna get you with his off speed and breaking balls.
Good pitch. Well, we saw Cole have good control. And it had great defense, defensive support behind him.
Cole Baker is throwing strikes here in the top of the third so far. Coming on to relieve Kyle Hand.
Got him.
Good inning there for Cole Baker. 1, 2, 3 as we go to bottom of the third. The Rebels are still up 9-3.
Real nice job in relief there, Chad. A pop fly. First baseman unassisted and 2 strikeouts. 2 strikeouts. 2 strikeouts. 2 strikeouts. I think we're going to have Landon Hand lead us off here, Chet.
Yes, it is Hand leading, Landon Hand leading us off here as we go to the bottom of the third.
Just saw Peyton Yurda's dad come by with a big smile. I'm sure he was happy to see that grand slam early in the game. Josh Yurda making a quick visit.
Up for the Rebels in this inning, it'll be Landon Hand, Luke Tarver, and Drew Shepard. Jeremy Griggs stays out on the mound for the Colts. Landon takes that one for a strike to start off the bottom of the third with the Rebels up 9-3. A little bit on the inside. One ball, one strike to Landon Hand. Hand
Chopper.
grounds this one over to third. Big hop, but the throw beats him over there to first for the first out here in the bottom of the third.
Good strong arm there by the third baseman from Hooper. Made a good throw. First out of the inning. And that was Hunter Cusby. We believe we got that name correct.
Pardon, Sid?
Hunter Cusby, I believe, is the third baseman there.
Tarver just gets a piece of that one.
Big swing. Ball must have been just a touch outside. High and inside there.
So 3 balls and 1 strike, 1 out here. Tarver looking to get the action started. And he
That's
takes
hit well.
this one into left center.
That's got a chance, Chet.
And it's up against the fence. Just out of the reach of the center fielder. And Tarver will be into third easily for a triple here in the bottom of the third with 1 out.
I'll tell you, I thought that ball had carried just a touch more, but boy, it's the deepest part of the field, almost the deepest part of the field.
Good hustle there by the center fielder, trying to close that gap into left. Just couldn't get there in time, about a half a step off.
Did a good job of getting to that ball off the wall because it didn't bounce off the wall. It stayed pretty close.
Ball was low for the pitch was low for a ball. Shepard's looking to turn around his ways this afternoon. He's had 2 strikeouts and he's hit by the pitch here. So he will take a trot down to first. And now up for the Rebels is 0-0, Kyle Hand.
I was just about to comment that Drew needed to break out of that 0 for 2 with 2 Ks, but didn't get a chance.
Hey, just getting on base like this could be that thing to break that ice. Step off to third, but no throw.
Decent lead.
Shepard is going, but looked like it was tipped there.
I think it just got away from the catcher
Oh,
and it went
okay.
off his glove. You saw that Drew got a great break there, and he is really fast for a big guy. We saw that all year in the football games. Really great speed for a big man.
So now runners in scoring position at second and third for Kyle Hand with 1 out. So a nice single would bring home 2. Kyle takes that one for a strike. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Pops this one up to first, and easily gobbled up by the first baseman for the second out here in the bottom of the third. And now up for the Rebels is catcher number 21, Eli Wharton. Big rip down the third base line, and that is
score
fair.
Too.
And left fielder flung it in, hit his fell to his backside over there, but got the ball into second to hold Wharton at first, but not after 2 score for the Rebels, and push the lead up to 11-3 now.
Well, you don't want to make that out, you know, that third out at second base after you've just driven into. Ball was hit really sharply. Belcher back in to run for Eli Wharton.
Now up for the Rebels is the ever-trusty Jonathan Caulfield.
Jonathan's been swinging a hot bat. VHing today.
Quick throw over to bring Belcher back.
Back easily.
2 outs, runner on first for Caulfield. Belcher's running, and see if they can cover first in time. And Jonathan grounds out to, that's just a 3.
First baseman unassisted on that play. Gets the third out, but not after we pick up another 2 runs.
So after 3 complete, the Rebels are up 11-3 as we go to the top of the 4th. Senior Cole Baker stays out there on the mound for the Rebels.
I don't see any other changes in the defensive side as well.
So a great afternoon for baseball here in Lafayette. As a reminder to folks, we started at the 2 o'clock hour, as this is a doubleheader as we got the first round of the playoffs underway here. So both teams are looking to pick up these 2 wins today so they don't have to play tomorrow for the tiebreaker, and that would be down in Hope Hall at the Hooper Academy Sports Complex for that tiebreaker. So both teams looking to get 2 wins today and rest up over the weekend.
Russell Slade leading us off here for Hooper. Chet.
Hot shot over to Yerda, couldn't come up with it. And Slade Russell is in at first easily. Oh, Slade Russell. I'm sorry. I even told myself to read it the right way too. So the runner's going. Pop up to short.
That's trouble.
Nice catch there
Boy,
by Hand,
real
and
nice defensive
almost
effort.
tags up the runner at first. Great hustle out there by Landon Hand to get the first out here in the top of the fourth. Dude, those are always trouble. They're short.
Well, you see right there, Landon throws some real leather at him. I'll tell you, he kept his eye on that ball, got himself set, and made the catch first. You know, that was his priority, catching that ball, not letting it get in and causing trouble. Good job by Drew Shepard coming in.
Quick move over to first by Cole Baker.
Excellent defensive play to start us off here. Good pitch.
The chattering has subsided quite a bit from that first inning across the way. Runner goes and a shot to third. Tarver gathers that one up easily. So two
Good
outs
job.
now here, top of the fourth.
Good job again there by Luke Tarver at third base, making a good stop, good throw, and Gray Haley did a really nice job not trying to rush that throw back to third, just aware of the situation. Good pitch.
Strike delivered by Cole Baker here with two outs. And top of the fourth.
Foul ball.
It's not like it just caught the edge of the bat, but
Yeah, that one was deceiving. The umpire, I would have thought it just kicked off the catcher's glove. I think the
Yeah.
umpire called foul ball. At least I told myself that I heard that. We'll go with that.
there you go. I tell myself a lot of things.
Good pitch.
And that is the third out here in the top of the fourth.
Well, the throw around there had me a little confused because I was pretty sure it was two outs.
Yeah, yeah, he didn't drop the ball, so.
It's just that celebration, throwing it around as on the way in.
So after 4.5, the Rebels are up, well, excuse me, 3.5. The Rebels are up 11-3.
Wishful thinking there, I think, wasn't it? Game has slowed its pace a little bit here. Man, it's really good to hear some good music finally coming from the music selector box.
Yeah, I think we have found our location
Oh yeah,
for a broadcast area. We could just hem in this corner right here. This would be, and raise level up here, it'd be great.
man, we could probably just throw a little pop up over here and let it stay. You know, just have a little shade. Get a little scorer's desk in here. We could really fancy this thing up.
Sounds like a great plan.
And we need an ice chest, obviously,
Obviously.
because it's a little toasty out here. Oh, and if you will, do one thing, Chet, check your scorecard because I have the Hooper player as Russell Slade instead of Slade Russell.
I have the last names first, so that would be Russell. It'd be Slade Russell then.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
I have no idea.
I'm just going off the carbon copy here.
Cool.
So
Just want to make sure that we take a look at that one.
some mysterious sounds are coming from the Rebels dugout. First pitch is a strike by Jeremy Griggs as we get underway here in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch is outside for a ball.
Ball just a touch low there. Swing and a miss, I think, is 2-2 now.
Haley is looking to rock one here, and he does. Going into center field, but
Did not carry.
enough oomph there. Gathered up easily for the first out here in the bottom of the fourth.
Good swing, good eye, carried the ball to the deepest part of the park, but it didn't have any wind assist, and it didn't carry very well.
Left fielder Sam Smith is up now for the Rebels.
Sam single his last at bat.
Another rip down into left field. Another solid single there for.
Sam's a good-looking young athlete here. I'll tell you, he does a great job.
Now back at the top of the order for the Rebels, Peyton Yurda. Decent lead for Sam over here at first. See, when these kids started using that mid out there, when it first came out, I thought, man, I didn't know they had a broken hand. How would they bat? But then I realized what it was. Sliding mitt. There goes Smith. Pitch was low in the dirt and gives chance for Smith to slide in underneath that throw.
Yeah, the sliding glove is an interesting thing.
Is it for sliders that like to go head first?
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. That's kind of a new wave thing as Sam moves to third and gets thrown out.
Smith is in on that one.
Oh, I thought he had him dead to rights. Good slide. Good slide, Sam.
And the Colts players are disgusted at that call.
Well, I think he slid under the tag. I think the third baseman tried to tag him high, and Sam got down and made a great slide. Good effort there.
Be careful, he might steal home.
Yurda walks.
Yurda draws a walk, so runners on the corner now for the younger hand, Landon Hand. One out left here in the fourth.
Back to your mid question, maybe it's an injury. Maybe there's something going on that just protects that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know if they're sliding in and they don't want their fingers crushed or.
Yurda takes second, no throw. So 2 in scoring position here for Landon Hand.
Hard shot into left. That
should
will
score
score two.
Good stop by the third baseman.
So 2 more come in with that RBI single there for Landon Hand. He got 2 RBIs on that.
I tell you, Landon Hand really he has his head in the game. He took a big turn at first base, looking for that throw from the outfield. He short hopped the third baseman. Landon is on second if their third baseman doesn't make a really good pickup on the short hop.
Quick move over to first, but good hands there by the first baseman to gather that one in before it hit Coach Andrews. They're moving.
Landon picks that base up, standing. You know, I think I'll forever think of your great call in the championship game every time I see the name Landon or Kyle Hand
Which one was that?
after this pitch.
In the dirt.
You do remember the great interception by senior Kyle Hand in that game, and your famous call was the turf monster guy.
The turf monster. I've had a couple good calls with old Kyle.
That was awesome. Kyle got a big kick out of that too.
There was one that he caught, and they said
Oh,
he
yeah.
didn't.
You didn't want to give that one up,
I
did you?
wasn't.
Beat foul toward the third base dugout there.
I tell you, that's some good times. If you have not experienced a Rebel football game on a fall evening here in Lafayette, you're missing out, folks. It's a great time. Come down here and hang out with some of your closest friends and watch some good athletes out there on Friday evening.
It's an event, and it's an experience. So we'll be there soon.
Yeah, the new schedule came out.
Absolutely.
A lot of talk about that. We're going to study that a little bit more and get a little more versed on those teams. It's so Tarver goes down swinging. That's 2 outs now here for the Rebels in the bottom of the fourth.
Good pitch there. We went for a little bit of a low pitch.
But hey, if you're looking for a casual, relaxing afternoon, this is the place to be for that.
Absolutely.
Doesn't get much better than this.
Hope our coach coming out, visit with a pitcher. Gonna make a change.
It's like they're bringing in Caleb Jackson, right fielder. Jackson hasn't had much work over here in right field all day for the Colts.
I don't know if coach saw something there or just strategy-wise wants to make the move. But he made a quick decision. He did not have a lot of conversation. Yeah, this is a beautiful setting here. You and I have talked about it a lot. This baseball park has come a long way. I certainly remember playing on this field in the 10th grade, this exact location, and it did not look like this. It is a beautiful high school baseball park.
Yep. Over the past couple of years recently, we saw a lot of parents down here working long, hard, hot summer days to get this thing ready, because once the season's over, they don't stop working.
No.
They continue to work on it year round to get it ready for spring ball.
Well, I don't think our camera quite picks up, how beautiful this grass is, how really neat and clean and really, really neat this place is. It's a good looking baseball park. Chet, just a little sideline for you.
Mm-hmm.
In one of the games in that opening year we played here at Chambers Academy in my 10th grade year, it's a close ball game. I managed to get myself thrown out at home plate, and the young umpire, I thought, missed the call, so I began to argue with him. And my coach came out to argue with him. And subsequently, he threw us both out of the ball game. That's not a big deal, but as it turns out, that young umpire a few months later appeared again here at Chambers Academy, and he was our new football coach. So my first meeting with him was not quite as pleasant as I had hoped it would be.
So the moral of the story is be careful. You don't know who you're talking to, right?
And like all coaches, he didn't forget that.
Most of them don't.
He knew exactly who I was when that started. So yeah, that's a good moral.
So Caleb Jackson's on the mound now for the Colts, and gets hit
Slashed.
into left field for a single there by Drew Shepard. That's good. So he's breaking that slump he was in.
Ball got away, and Shepard picks up second base.
Yeah. So
Another runner in scoring position here really quickly. Good to see Drew get that single and kind of break out of that little bit of an awkward start to his game today with 2 strikeouts.
Kyle Hand now up for the Rebels.
You see your really good athletes just fight through those things. Errors, strikeouts, whatever it is, they just keep playing.
Kyle takes that one for a strike. You're right. 2 strikeoffs 2 strikeouts. Then he gets hit by a pitch, gets back in there and fights through it in between innings. I think he was in the batting cage working on something, Drew was, and he comes back out there and gets a single. So good perseverance and
It's called a gamer.
high shot out to left, and no trouble with that one. Right at the fence there for the left fielder for the Colts. After 4, the Rebels are up 14-3 against the Hooper Colts as we go into the 5th.
Yeah, the Rebels put some big spot numbers here on. 14 runs through 4 innings.
You know, just a quick, note, think about it, Sid. They left 6 on during the first 2 innings. That just kills the coach, when you're sitting there looking at the box score and you're like, what are you talking about? I left that many runners on?
Well, we saw this team struggle with that last year. We did several more games earlier, and the thing that plagued the Rebels team was leaving runners on base in scoring position, less than 2 outs. And that has not been the case. I mean, we've certainly improved on that. But I would guess if you talk to Coach Dillon, he would not talk about the improvement. He would probably talk about, let's don't get in that situation.
Right.
That's one thing you and I are seeing with this group as we do football and softball and baseball. Coaches always coach. They don't stop being coaches. They just continue. It's just a different mode and a different personality. Chambers Academy is in good shape here in game 1, though, with a 14-3 lead in the 5th, starting the 5th.
Correct me, if we hold them right now with a 10 run, we're going to be done in 5, right?
That is my understanding. A 10-run rule through 5.
Cole Baker stays out there on the mound for the Rebels. Tarver, Yurda, Hand, and Haley around the infield. Eli behind the plate, and Smith, Kyle Hand, and Drew Shepard anchoring the outfield for the Rebels.
Well, we've gotten to know these young men really well, and we may be a little biased, but I'll tell you, this is a bunch of gamers right here.
Oh, yeah.
They'll get after you.
And some of the hustle we saw in some of the non-conference games this year, the diving and the hustling for, just foul balls. I mean, it shows you that they want to be there and they want to do everything they can to have their team win.
Love to see it.
Is that 13 Griggs up there, Sid?
Chet, my view of home plate is somewhat blocked at the moment. I cannot.
See, I asked him to scoot back, and he did for me, but now he's blocking you. That's not good.
Thanks a lot. That's number 2, Chet.
Number 2, that's going to be Ellis Fleming.
Yeah, Ellis Fleming is up to bat here in the top of the 5th.
Ooh, little chin music there.
Cole Baker's done a really nice job in relief here.
Low in the dirt, and he walks the first batter here.
Well, I guess I put the
In the top of the 5th.
put the hex on.
Yeah, he shouldn't have said anything there, Sid.
Just leave that one off.
Ellis gets a decent lead over here at first. Baker checks him out of the corner of his eye.
Another high pitch, high and tight. Need to just get these 3 outs. No base runners beyond this.
Young Eli has a couple words for his pitcher out there.
Sure, he's coming out, just tell him, throw strikes. You know, settle down, just throw strikes. 14-3 lead, let's go get them.
Just low for a ball.
Good pitch. Cole Baker, one of our seniors. Finishing up athletics here at CA with the baseball season. He's done a great job for us.
Runner's going. And a throw by Wharton is not in time. Ellis Fleming got in there with a stolen base here with no outs, top of the 5th.
Spellman trying to protect the runner there with that swing. Now he's in a 2-2 count.
Yes, Sid, you mentioned something important there. You know, these seniors, this, could be their last outing coming up here this series with the Colts, and they're going to do everything they can not to have that happen.
Well, I mean, it's down to it. It's like with all the athletic groups. I mean, you get into the playoffs, and when you are eliminated, the seniors are done. It's the last time for football, baseball, basketball, and now we're approaching that here for the baseball team.
Coach Dillon came out to the plate to have a discussion with the plate umpire. I don't know what it's about.
Making an appeal. Umpires are going to get together. I don't know what that was for. May have asked for some interference for the batter, you think? Could that have been it on the swing? We saw some umpire conferencing last week at the softball complex, for sure.
Yes. I think it's good that they talk out the positioning of each other to get an angle of a play, but I don't know what this was about.
I think there's no change in the situation. It's still 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out.
Maybe it's just creating awareness for something coming up.
Could be a working the officials move.
Pop up
Got him
to
reaching.
Haley over here at first. I thought that thing was sliding over to third for some reason, but
Yeah, it is a little deceptive when that ball gets up in that light sky.
yeah. So Spellman pops out there to Haley for the first out. The runner stays at second.
Great, made a nice play there, just eased over. Call the ball, gets the first out.
Owen Stockinger is up now for
Strike, he offered for that pitch.
Stockinger.
Stockinger, yeah. He's our DH. Eli back out again to visit. Always in my mind, Chad, a really important thing to get that first out. Now it just changes the way that inning can lay out and keeps you from getting in the really big inning sometimes.
Nice pitch there by Cole Baker.
He took something off that. Infield moves back.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Nice time for the K.
And
Had him fooled.
Stockinger fouls this one back.
Yeah, that was a real defensive swing. He had him fooled on that pitch, but Stockinger did a good job of making contact. See if he busts him inside with this pitch. Tried to make him fish for a low one there, I think.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out here.
Got him.
Baker delivers.
He tagged him. Drop third strike. Tag the runner.
So 2 outs now for the Colts.
Big out. Now you play the ball to first base. You know, take the easy play, catch the ball in the air.
Rebels are looking to put this one
Good start.
out right here with another out here in the bottom of the 5th, up 14-3 against the Colts here in the first game of a doubleheader.
Woo. Way out front of that pitch. Cole Baker's out front. That's what I mean with the pitch.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Last gasp here for the Colts in the bottom of the 5th. Takes that one for a ball high.
Eli doing a good job framing the pitch, trying to protect his pitcher. Ball seemed a little high.
Folks, as a reminder, there's a game right after this one. Doubleheader here against the Hooper Colts.
Should be the
And
inning.
Nice little grounder out here to Hand, and he gets him
Did
safe.
not get him. That was really close.
Tough, close call here over at first. Folks, you make the call on that play. It was kind of a bang-bang play.
Yeah, ball got on the ground. Very unusual. Landon Hand's usually very sure-handed. But I still thought he got him, to be very honest. I thought he was out at first base anyway. But now we have runners at first and second, first and third with 2 outs.
Yep.
Hey, it's a game of baseball. You don't want to give them anything. Good start by Cole Baker.
Is this a new batter we got up there? That looks like 17.
I believe you're right.
G. White.
Yeah, and we have their sub list somewhere in there, Chet.
Yeah, I got it.
You got it. There
And
it
that
is.
is the 3rd out here in the bottom of the 5th.
And that's your ball game, I believe.
Yep, so the Rebels lead the series 1-0 right now after the first game. Rebels won this one 14-3 in 5. Good outing there by Kyle Hand and Cole Baker on the mound for the Rebels.
Really good pitching by both those young guys.
Big blast from Aiden Yurda. Not Aiden. Peyton, excuse me. From Peyton Yurda. Big grand slam there in the, 3rd inning it was? So that put the signature on this game for the Rebels, and we're going to take a few minutes break here, let them prep the field, let the kids grab something to drink, and we're going to do the same, and we'll come back here.
We're going to talk to Coach Dillon.
And we're going to talk to Coach Dillon here in between the games and give his perspective on how things are going for the Rebels and how he sees things lining up here in the playoffs. So we'll come back at you here in a few minutes, folks.